This is Tim Bryce with my column titled, AWOMEN? As most of you have heard by now, at the opening of the 117th Congress on Sunday, January 3rd, Representative Emanuel Cleaver, a Democrat of Missouri, who also happens to be a United Methodist pastor, was asked to do the invocation at the start of the meeting, as is customary. However, he surprised a lot of people when he ended his prayer by saying, Amen and AWOMEN. AWOMEN? I think this was done by design, not by accident, nor was it intended to be a joke. At first, this triggered a lot of puns such as a moron and maniac versus womaniac. And I'm sure we'll hear many more in the days ahead. The term amen is gender neutral and is an ancient expression used by the Israelites to mean it is true or so be it. Frankly, AWOMEN is a nonsense word without meaning. Trying to introduce gender into the description simply doesn't make sense. There's something more sinister going on here. As part of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's agenda for the new Congress, she is introducing legislation to eliminate what the Democrats consider gender-specific terms such as father, mother, son, daughter, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, first cousin, nephew, niece, husband, wife, father-in-law, mother-in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, stepfather, stepmother, stepson, stepdaughter, stepbrother, stepsister, half-brother, half-sister, grandson, or granddaughter. Phew. I interpret this as a refutation of the family unit. Are they trying to make us feel ashamed of our mother, father, and all our other relatives? Instead, the speaker proposes to use more inclusive terms such as parent, child, sibling, parent sibling, first cousin, sibling's child, spouse, parent-in-law, child-in-law, sibling-in-law, step-parent, stepchild, step-sibling, half-sibling, or grandchild. This is just plain silly, and something I certainly will not be adopting. This reminds me of the Coneheads from Saturday Night Live who described themselves as parental units to their daughter Connie. Then again, the Coneheads introduced a lot of terms the Democrats would embrace, such as Zythron the Insistent, to supplant American historical figures, fiberglass, something people like to bite, consuming mass quantities of beer and eggs, a well-balanced source of food, and of course, France, a deceptive reference to their true love and home planet, Remulac. Is the speaker suggesting the Ten Commandments is wrong when it states, honor thy father and thy mother? Is she saying we should change it to honor thy parental units? Maybe Democrats are nothing more than coneheads in disguise. I'm also confused on how she should be addressed. For example, Mr. or Madam Speaker. Perhaps transgender speaker. How about her personal life? Is she Mr. or Mrs. Pelosi? Or even Ms. Pelosi? Seriously, now that the Democrats are in control of the government, they are stepping up their war on American culture. This will include attacks on religion, history, vocabulary, family, race, and any group or person opposing their agenda. All of this is intended to keep Americans in line, suppress independent thought, and promote socialism. As for me, I'll borrow an expression from the late great George M. Cohen. My mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you. Friends, keep the faith. This is Tim Bryce in Palm Harbor, Florida. Follow me on the internet at timbryce.com.